Time that we did literature, we talked about the Constitution, right?
Yeah.
So what was the Constitution? Can you give me like a sentence explaining what you remember?
Constitution is a rule which 5 people set, including George Washington.
Right, very good. So they're just like basic rules for the people in the United States, right? Okay, so we're going to read a very small expository text just about American symbols, okay? And after this, we're going to read our story.
Right, so I didn't have my book, so please.
Yeah. Let me just...
I can feel today something bad is going to happen.
Why? Something bad with the lesson?
Well, today.
No, don't think that. Okay. So, genre, expository text. Okay, American symbols. When you think of the United States, what image comes to mind? Do you picture the Statue of Liberty? How about the White House? These buildings and other important places and papers are national symbols. Here's a look at some famous symbols. Can you think of others?
Well, when I think of Paris, I think about Eiffel Tower.
Right. So when you think the United States, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? It can be anything. It doesn't have to be a building or a statue. It can even be food.
What?
Yeah, anything. Anything that when you think of the United States, you think of that.
I think of the flag of the United States.
Yeah, okay, good.
And the statue of the woman doing this.
Yeah, the Statue of Liberty.
Yep, and my old friends that I made in America. Hopefully they don't forget.
Okay, good.
It was a long time. I go in 2019, so I hope they don't forget.
Oh, well, it was a year ago, right? They probably still remember you.
More than a year.
More than a year. Okay, so go ahead and read this paragraph, Alita, please.
When you think of the United States, what image come to your mind? Image do come to your mind. Do you picture the Statue of Liberty? How about the White House? These buildings and important places and papers are natural symbols. Here's a look of some famous symbols. Can you think of other essays?
Let me see. When I think of the United States, you know what I think of? I think of Disneyland.
Oh yeah, but there's Disneyland in China, Shanghai. Still.
Yeah, that's true.
And in Japan.
Yeah, there's one in Paris too, at Disney.
What?
Okay. Yeah, but it's very small.
I love Disney. I love the wheel like this. I liked it so many times. And this thing.
The roller coaster.
Yeah. Roller coaster. Well, if I add the roller coaster, 11 times.
Wow, that's a lot of times.
I go to Disney twice, so I don't know.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. So this statue here is a Statue of Liberty. Okay, and this one is in a small island in New York. And this is the White House. Okay?
Yes, but I have a question.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you. What is this girl? Who is her?
Who is she?
Yeah.
I don't know the story too well about. I don't know if she's actually a real person or if they just, created just like a statue of a woman. But she does represent liberty.
Alright.
Okay.
And what is liberty anyway?
Liberty means to be free.
Alright, to be free, like freedom.
Yeah, like free. Okay, so let's read this little box here about the White House.
The White House has been the home forever. U.S. presidents expect George Washington. He laid the first stone. But the first president to move in was John Adams. The White House became the symbol of American presidents. I have a question. Who's John Adams? I thought the first American president is George Washington.
Yes, so the first president is George Washington, but the first president to live in this house was John Adams. So George Washington lived in a different house.
And then he moved into the White House?
No, so the White House didn't exist when George Washington was a president. So he lived in his own house.
Oh.